What's up, YouTube? This is TheBillyBobHD bringing you another Let's Play today. I've got some more Victoria 2 Heart of Darkness playing as Spain. Last episode, we dropped to number 8 in the Great Powers overall rankings here. You can see Chinese Empire super strong at this point. Mainly because of their military power, up to 823 there, so that's pretty crazy. Let's go ahead and unpause it, though, and we're sort of letting our infamy try to burn down, at least. Oh, we just got a casus belli against Portugal. Somebody had mentioned Portugal would be a good target, and I totally agree. I would like for the UK to get wrapped up in another war before I move in on Portugal. They do have looks like two different regions there. If I go to justify a war, yeah, the best I can do is acquire a state at 11 infamy, which would make me take sort of this bottom area here, it looks like. Oh, there's actually 3 territories that they have. Okay. Well, maybe we could take 2 of them. Oh, we've discovered cracking allows fuel refinery and activates fuel. Sweet. So it's 1901, and we just got sort of the fuel technology. Still have been unable to take Barcelona back from France, which is probably the biggest negative to this campaign so far. You can see Austria-Hungary is still super powerful. They've eaten up bits of Italy and now Russia, and the Germans have actually taken losses in the east here as well to Russia before Austria-Hungary went and sort of gobbled this up from them. Pretty nuts. Let's take a look at North America really quickly. Intervene immediately. Yeah, we'll lose 20% population there. Over here, you can see UK has dominated Canada as well as some of the United States, including Minnesota. What would this be? North Dakota and Montana. New England, yeah. That's pretty crazy. You can also see British Columbia over here is independent, but still a satellite of UK. Iceland exists. That's pretty cool. They're actually, okay, they're in the Russian sphere. Alright, so we're about to have to pick another research, and we can actually bump relations up in Morocco as well. We're trying to steal Morocco out from under the Germans, if possible. New technology, let's see. Perfect. Let's go ahead and get the bolt-action rifles going. That's going to be my first thing I research after researching this phrenology here. Helped my research rate out slightly, up to 38.5 points, which is good. Making shitloads of money. I'm going to bump the education spending all the way up. Admin spending we can actually bump down because we're at 100% efficiency here. I've got my troops nice and supplied, so I don't even have to really worry about bumping their supply down because I've got already like $1.5 million in the bank. And I do have investors that are investing in my economy too. I don't have a shitload of capitalists, but that's okay. Canned food factory, we're going to sort of continue investing into the factories where I can. If we go back to the factories tab here, yeah, I've got 4 new factories that are being built. So our industry actually jumped up a tick in terms of overall score, up to number 10 in the world. I'm number 4 in the world in terms of prestige and number 6 in the world in terms of military power. Looks like we can expand the army as well, so let's go ahead and work on doing that. Get a couple of guys in Europe and in Asia. Just your standard infantry there. Oh, general just died, but that's okay. All pops and marine 15% more liberal. Gain 1 consciousness. Let's hit the middle class there. Yes, so Portugal, I think, is a good next target. Italy was a good target until the Austrians went ahead and threw them into their sphere. Ottoman Empire, same way there with France, in on the France sort of thing. Keeping an eye on UK. Things are actually improving between us and France now that we both have the common ally of Austria. I think Austria is number 3 in the world overall. Oh, they were number 3, but Germany's actually surpassed them at this point with a humongous industry. Wow. Over 1,200 industrial score there. That's pretty nuts. Go back to the projects here. I'm just going to go ahead and start investing in some of these random railroads as well, because I just want to accelerate the industrial score whole deal there. But we do have a furniture factory that's on the way too, so let's get that going. Oh, gain a place in the sun, cast a spell against the Ottoman Empire. That's going to put us to war with France. I can't do it. So disappointing. I would love to just have that free casus belli to go up against the Ottomans here in Africa, sort of take some of these North African holdings, but what that's going to do is trigger France to come in against me. And then Austria, since I'm the aggressor, Austria would side with the French as well. That would be the smartest thing for them to do. Rebels have risen against our sphere members in Algeria. What's going on in Algeria? Oh, that's actually a pretty big rebellion to have to deal with. Yikes. We still do hold Spanish Madagascar down here. Got some decent stacks on the island. I'm actually combining these two stacks here like this. Nice. If we go over to Asia, let's check out the Asian Empire really quickly. I do have this small rebellion going on, so we'll go ahead and take care of that. We won that. I'm going to combine these stacks here. You can see Greece is also lobbying for support in a new crisis. No one's biting yet, or at least quite yet. You can see Greece is still trying to... Oh. Austria-Hungary jumped in. Oh, that's really interesting. That's really interesting. Okay, so Austria-Hungary jumped in to liberate, continue liberating Greece's lands. Their historic ally, the French, have gone in against them, with the Ottomans, of course. But Russia and Germany have also gone in on the side of the French. It definitely makes more sense to go in with the rest of these guys here. That looks like the way this is going to slice out. But it would have been interesting if more people supported Austria, because then I could go up against France, try to take Barcelona back. So you can see the challenges here. We're getting sort of close to a situation where it might work out, but little things are still impeding us. Okay, so now that we updated that with the army, what else can I put some research into? Let's go with the Impressionism next, and then I'll work on finishing out some of the other military techs accordingly. Crisis. What are the Brits going to do in this situation? This is a tough choice. UK, what are you going to do? Okay. Well, sorry, I'm just doing some of those decisions there that seem to happen all the time, but looks like UK came in the same side as us, and the Austrians went ahead and backed down. So does that affect the world rankings? Because they should have lost a bunch of prestige for that. It looks like they have. Yeah. Army, we can continue to build up. So let's keep doing that. The Russians have now knocked on our door and asked for an alliance again. They are allied with the British and French. I don't really see where it could hurt super badly. Would that affect our run at Portugal, though? I don't think it would. I really don't think it would. Alright, we'll accept it. Cool. Alright, so yeah, I've got the Austrians and the Russians on my side, which they are sort of enemies, it looks like. Yeah. Yeah, Russia hates them, they hate Russia, etc. So that put relations with Russia up really high, but it sort of damaged relations with the Austrians, which kind of sucks. So I'm going to go in here and work on improving relations with the Austrians just to try to solidify that. Stockpile changed by 5 luxury clothes. I'll take that. No problem. Increased jingoism by 10%. That's a good thing. Gain 5 prestige. That's also a good thing. projects, build liquor distillery, invest into that. 1, 2, 3, 4. New factories up on the way. Lose 2 militancy, we'll take that as well. So as long as the industry continues to grow, that's all I really care about. Mining efficiency plus 50%, we'll take that. UK, nope, still nothing. Let's work on increasing relations with Austria still. We lost a general, but that's okay. Let's go back to France here, and we have 2 common allies. So I mean, France is a lot less dangerous or a lot less crazy towards us than I originally thought. But I'm doing that just to... Everyone else pretty much likes us. Look at this. France, I'm not going to make friends with them necessarily. I'm just going to keep them sort of neutral towards me, which I think is fine. Put that up to negative 23 at the moment, and then, yay, tax efficiency plus 1%. UK chopped us out of Morocco. There's a freaking surprise. Let's get the Army NCO training going next. Unpause it. Algeria. We can actually remove them from our sphere if we wanted to. The French are investing in them heavily still just because we stole them away from... We ended up stealing them away from France. And we've got new units that we need to collect and sort of put places. So take you 2 guys and put you down here. And then in Madagascar, put you guys over here to collect those. Unpause it. Boom, like that. Always want to combine your stacks just to keep your organization up, your army's organization. Jingoism, you always want that too. Got a new 15 stack over here in mainland Spain. These guys are coming across the desert to meet up with me over here. And I should have some new troops over in Asia as well. Forgot to go ahead and cap that rebellion right there. Only a 6 stack there. Okay, we got a new Filipino regiment as well. So we'll combine those guys to make a 6 stack there. Continuing to build up military as much as possible. Because it looks like we're going to get some more manpower over in mainland Europe. Looking pretty good, guys. Oh, our uniforms changed. I just noticed that when we got the bolt action rifles. We no longer have like the orangey pants or whatever. The Victorian era style. Algeria is now offering us an alliance. Sure. They're already in my sphere. Why not? So we'll take the alliance, which means we're going to need to combine this 30 stack, this African core here. And, oh, I guess we can't take it into our allies' territory. No? Huh. I was hoping I would be able to help them out. That's fine. We'll just leave them. Leave you guys where you are. Bolt action rifle armament has been finished out. Nice. Lose 2 militancy. I'm always a big fan of losing militancy whenever you can. Wow. British really, really hate us still. And then let's go over here to Austria-Hungary really quickly. Increase relations with them again. Get some of these railroads finished out, maybe. Yep. There we go. Factories still coming up. New factories. Let's take a look at the world ranking again here. I tell you what, we're still like 70 points or so away from the Chinese Empire there. Research points up to 39%, and our actually our literacy continues to get better as well. Now that we've got education bumped all the way up, I can actually continue to bump down in administration. There we go. We're taxing really nicely, basically. Intervene immediately. Intervene eventually. Eventually we'll have to actually commit to doing that, but that's okay. Okay, still new troops coming out. Oh, we've got the formation of Romania, too. That's really interesting. Let's see what the current crisis is. Greece again. Germany backing the Ottomans. Germany is friendly with the British. I wonder if I just went ahead and supported the Greece side there. Well, actually, no, that would pit me up against. That's gonna have potentially big consequences, actually, if we do that. Paying out heavy industrial subsidies right now. Okay, here we go. The crisis is about here, and France has gone in. Wow. That's really interesting. So the Ottomans stand to lose territory here, and France has been their historical ally. Germany has gone ahead and supported the Ottomans right off the bat this time. And now France, to piss off Germany, has actually jumped in against their historical allies. So that's really interesting. You've got my allies, the Austrians, on the French side as well. If we can get the British to go over... I'm just going to go ahead and jump in on France's side there. If the British go over to the German side, this could get really interesting. We'll see what the Russians want to do as well. The British did go over, like I was expecting. What about Russia? Morale plus 25%. All right, let's continue boosting up the military tech because we may need it if we go to war here against the British. Maybe we can add a war goal into this. What would... Oh... I wonder if I'll go ahead. We'll take about a year to get this claim. We're going to have to watch that closely. We can maybe fabricate a claim up against Portugal while all of this crisis bullshit's going on. And I almost wonder, we're going to have to watch this bar here in the middle. We're going to have to wait and see how hot this temperature gets. This is a temperature gauge. France accepted the crisis offer from Germany, acquire Ottoman Aegean Islands. So our side won that, which is good news. So these little pieces over here, I think. The Aegean Islands, yeah. Wow, all that hoopla for nothing, basically. If I was for Greece, I'd be wanting to take these territories up here. More than anything, really. So that plan fell through. I'm glad we did not try to fabricate claim on Portugal just quite yet. We've got to wait for the right time to strike. So we'll continue boosting up our military and modernizing that while we wait. Explosives factory, sure, why not? Small arms factory, sure, why not? The money situation is starting to get a little spotty at this point, so it would be a good idea for me to probably research after military directionism. Probably go back to the commerce tab, get the tax efficiency back up. Get that going again. Nice, my research points are over 40 now. So that's a good rate to be running at. Oh yeah, did we mention Switzerland over here? Crazy bastards. Doing really well this campaign, along with France's help, just at the expense of Italy. Italy's had a horrible campaign so far. They are communist. Oh, it's a proletarian dictatorship. Excuse me. So not communist, but they do have a dictator in place. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Again, this has been the Billy Bob HD. Please remember to like, subscribe, and/or comment if you've enjoyed this content, and we'll catch you next time.